Have you ever stopped to think about why it's so incredibly easy to spend money on things you don't even need? Yet saving 10% of your paycheck at the end of the month feels like medieval torture. If you've ever felt guilty about swiping your credit card knowing you shouldn't, I want to invite you to do something right now. Take a deep breath and relax. You're not an undisciplined, weak person, and you aren't bad with numbers. What's happening to you happens to almost every single human being on the planet. The naked truth is that our financial decisions have very little to do with math and almost everything to do with our deep psychology. Today, we are going to unlock the mysteries of behavioral finance, the science that explains why smart people make such absurd financial decisions, and how you can use this knowledge to finally master your money once and for all. Our relationship with money is fascinating because we've been taught to believe that we are purely logical beings. Traditional economics has always treated us like calculating robots that analyze every single variable before spending a single penny. But you and I know that real life doesn't work that way. We are driven by emotions, impulses, fears, and ancient desires. Think about it. When you have a terrible day at work, you don't come home thinking about the interest rate on your investments. You come home thinking you deserve a reward just for surviving the day. And that's exactly where the danger lies. Retail and marketing industries have known this for decades, and they use our own minds against us all the time. To understand how to take back control, we need to look at our brains. We carry around a biological machine that was designed thousands of years ago, back when our biggest worry was running from predators and finding food before it spoiled. Back then, hoarding resources for the distant future made absolutely no sense. The focus was on the now, immediate survival. This ancient mechanism still rules our choices today. That's why the immediate reward of buying new sneakers or a modern smartphone triggers an instant hit of dopamine in your brain. While the idea of saving for retirement 30 years from now feels like an abstract, distant, and incredibly boring concept, your brain simply hates to wait. Scientists call this preference for the present hyperbolic discounting, which is just a complicated name for a simple reality. We undervalue the future because the present is so much more seductive. But our mind's tricks don't stop there. Another incredibly powerful mental trap is the famous loss aversion. Multiple scientific studies have proven that the pain of losing $100 is twice as intense as the joy of making those same $100. We hate to lose. So, how does this play out in your daily life? Because of loss aversion, many people hold on to bad investments for years, hoping they'll recover, simply because accepting the loss hurts too much. It's also why you have such a hard time letting go of those clothes sitting in your closet that you paid a lot of money for, but have never actually worn. Another incredible behavioral phenomenon is the herd effect, or herd mentality. We have a visceral need to belong. If everyone around us is buying a certain car, going on expensive trips, or investing in the trending cryptocurrency of the moment, our mind triggers an alarm that we are falling behind. The fear of missing out forces us to mimic the group's behavior, even if it means taking on debt we can't afford. Have you ever bought something just because all your friends had it? Be honest with yourself. This desire for social validation is the fuel that powers most personal financial crises. Now that you know these invisible enemies living inside your mind, how can we flip the script? The first step is self-awareness and acceptance. Stopping the self-blame over the past is crucial to building a healthy financial future. Instead of fighting your human nature, you need to create smart strategies to protect your money from yourself. If your brain wants an immediate reward, change the system. Automate your investments so that the money is saved as soon as your paycheck hits your account, before you even get the chance to think about how to spend it. If you don't see the money available, your brain won't count on it for immediate pleasures. Another valuable technique is the 24-hour rule for impulse buys. Whenever you feel that burning desire to buy something that wasn't in your budget, force yourself to wait a full day before closing the deal. Ask yourself these 3 basic questions and answer them with total honesty. Do I need this item? If the honest answer is no, the conversation is over. If the answer is yes, move on to question 2. Can I afford it? If you don't have the cash to buy it without messing up your finances, period. End of story. If you do have the money, move to question 3. Does it have to be now? If the answer is yes, buy it. But if the answer is no, because it's not an emergency, don't buy it. Leave it for a future opportunity. And when that future opportunity comes around, don't forget to ask yourself these 3 questions all over again. Most of the time, the emotional urgency fades away and you realize you didn't need that item all that much. Understanding behavioral finance is like gaining a superpower. You start seeing the traps before you fall into them. You realize that money is just a tool to build the life of your dreams, not a metric of your worth as a person. In this video, we navigated the depths of the human mind and discovered that the secret to a prosperous financial life isn't found in complex spreadsheets, but rather in controlling our own behaviors and emotions. We learned about our search for immediate rewards, the paralyzing fear of loss, and the overwhelming force of the herd effect. But above all, we discovered that we have the power to change the story. If you want to continue this journey of personal growth and understand even more about how your mind influences your choices, I highly recommend that you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. While you're at it, hit that like button. It really helps this human, life-changing message reach more people who also need this financial clarity.